Hey everybody, welcome back. I've had a great opportunity to check out a pretty awesome knife. This one, you may recognize it. If so, you know the beauty that this is right here. Some beautiful, beautiful titanium. It's a TW Price Design Dawn version 2, the V2. Now, one of the things you might see right away is the handle. That titanium, it's not milled. This is the smooth handled one. And it's got that satin finish, kind of hand rubbed satin finish on the blade. You can kind of see it right there. Just gorgeous. Now this is on loan to me from Josh304. I'll put his Instagram down in the chat. But overall, this is a beauty. Now, overall, this comes in a little under $300. I think this model, at least on the website that I saw, was like $295. These are OEM by Bestech. And the top flipper, thumb flipper, it's not for me. But I've gotten used to it, checking it out. Really good clip on this. Just the beautiful overall finish. Bestech does a really good job, but the design, very sleek, very smooth. I kind of like it. Now, personally, you know me, I'd probably go with a milled version that they have. I'm going to put a link to their website down below. But as you know, a lot of their stuff gets sold out super fast. Very minimalistic, very sleek overall. I really like it. Little tiny logo in that folder right there. And you can basically do a little middle finger flick as well to get this out. I've just been having trouble getting it in there. I think if it was a full hole, I'd have it. So, all your knives, you got to get used to them. So I get it. Let's do a little bit of the specs on this one. Little measurements, a little bit of the weight. Overall, when it's open, 7.5 inches. So a really good size. The handle itself, I have a large glove size hand. There's plenty of extra room. A little bit of stuff that I feel on my middle finger right there when I've gripped it and I've cut a few things with it. But the blade's 3.3 inches. Now, most of them are in MagnaCut. I believe this one's the M390 version. I've been looking, but it's minimalistic. Nothing on there. The handle is 4.25 inches long. Is some milled out areas inside here. Hopefully you can see a little bit of weight reduction that's going on, which is nice. It locks up beautifully, as you can see right there. The thickness on the handle, 0.53 of an inch, so a little over half an inch. Doesn't count the clip. Closed, 4.4 inches, and the weight is 3 ounces. So pretty neat on this one. I really like it. They're saying their HRC is about 60-61 on these. Like I said before, the blade is gorgeous. Satin hand-rubbed finish on this one. Beautiful. So I really appreciate Josh letting me borrow this one. Had an awesome time meeting up with him, breaking bread. A bunch of us down at the Pacific Northwest Custom Invitational this year down in Seaside, Oregon. That was really cool. Now it's kind of got me going, maybe you should get a hand on those milled scales and see what those are like. But I think I'll probably like those a little bit better, only because I know I'll mess them up. I'll scratch them. I don't want to have the beautiful handles all scratched up, but that's just me. Your blade thickness, 0.11 of an inch. Behind the edge, 15 thou. So a super duper slicer. Have you guys heard of this? What do you think of this one? Have you got hands on with one? They range in price, it looks like on their website, $280 to $295. Probably on the secondary, you could probably find them for a little cheaper. But they may even be going for more. I've seen a couple for more, because you just can't get them. Now, what I want to do, I'm a fan of Benchmade. I'm also a fan of TRM knives, Three Rivers Manufacturing. I have their titanium milled handled Neutron. And I really wanted to compare size-wise as to what you'll get because, some of you may look and go, oh, I have the Neutron. You might not have the TW Price Dawn V2. What do you get in comparison? This one's got a thumb stud, so it's more mine. It's got a little milling on the handle. It is a little bit thinner than that one, but that's totally fine. That's totally fine. They both feel great in hand. Now, one of the other ones, of course, I have to compare it to because it's a knife I've carried for over 20 years, and that is the Benchmade 940. So the Benchmade 940, one of the classics in my collection. Just want to show you a comparison so you get an idea, because I didn't know what it was until Josh put it in my hand and said, I want you to check this one out. I want you to show everybody on your channel what it's about. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think if I, used it and carried it a little more often, I would probably, be that person that would become a little more comfortable, find my little flair to get the milled out area in here. And I think it's just because this comes up, the handle portion comes up right here, and I just can't get my middle finger in there. And I get it in here, it's a little too close to the pivot. And down here, yeah, it's just, I need that little bit of extra room, I think, for that one. So I've just been practicing with the thumb, a little bit of wrist action at the same time, but you guys know how it is. Overall, like I said, these are pretty cool. I really dig the opportunity for Josh sending this one out. Do you guys have one of these in your collection? Let me know down below. I'd be very interested to know. But again, very, very cool opportunity to check this out and show everybody here what these are about. I saw a couple of their videos up. I'm going to go watch those now. I didn't want to kind of skew any of my thoughts, but the lock, it's good. Yeah, it's got plenty of room. It's milled out just enough on this side, obviously right-handed carry, that you can get into that lock really easily. And it's not drop shutting it too much where it's going to come down on my thumb. So I can appreciate that. The thumb over the top deployment, that's where it's at. I'd have to practice much more. But a very sleek, a very beautiful knife. Bestech did a good job for TW Price Design. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. Most importantly, don't forget, hashtag DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. It's what we do here. Have an awesome rest of your day. But most importantly, take care.